Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Demise Ritual Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for September 2018. A lot of you have actually asked that I do this deck profile in one of my upcoming videos, which I actually wanted to wait to gather up all the stuff as best as I could for the deck profile before I actually gave you guys the video. I'm actually surprised that they reprinted Demise and all the other ritual support in the Megatins. It's the first time I actually think they've done that with the Megatins, you know, going outside of actual booster packs to give us cards for support, but I guess it's understandable with how difficult it is just to gather up all the Demise cards for the deck, but it's actually a very budget and fun deck profile. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Now, for the main part of the rituals, I run 3 Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon. The whole point of the Demise deck is just to ritual summon a bunch of the different monsters, and a lot of them have destruction effects for clearing the field, and other ones as well. So with Demise Supreme King, his effect is you can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise King of Armageddon while in the hand or on the field, and while the ritual summon card is on the field, your ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, and if all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, you do not pay life points to activate its effects. And once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points. I believe it is 1,000. I always get them. Actually, it's 2,000. I always get the life point cost mixed up with the cards to destroy as many other cards on the field as possible. And if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each destroyed card they control. So it's very easy to get out because we use the incantation monsters with the deck just to assist with the ritual summons. And the life point cost, if you use ritual monsters, obviously makes up for it, but the fact that you can destroy other cards and then burn means that if you can just get off another ritual monster, it's just that much stronger for going against your opponent and finishing them off for game. But a definite 3 of, it's very easy to ritual summon this card out, like I said. And I also run 3 Ruin Supreme Queen of Oblivion. These are both the new versions of the cards that we got with the deck profile. You also ritual summon her with Cycle of the World, and this card's name becomes Ruin Queen of Oblivion while in the hand or on the field. And while this ritual summon cards on the field, ritual monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters. It can also make a second attack during each battle phase, and if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So the attack twice definitely does come in handy when working together with Demise, and her attack as well as Demise, 2,900 and 3,000 respectively, is just very, very powerful to go up against your opponent, and being able to take care of a lot of different problems that your opponent may bring you is why definite 3-ofs for both of them. I also run 1 Demise Agent of Armageddon. Use Cycle of the World to ritual summon this as well, and it becomes Demise King of Armageddon while in the hand or on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 ritual monster you control. While it is face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to activation to your ritual monster's effect. So it's kind of there just for an added protection for your bigger ritual plays, but definitely does come in handy for sure when I want to go for them. And like a lot of the ritual cards in the deck, they're searchable with some of the other monsters and spells that we run also. And I run 3 Demise King of Armageddon. This is the original Demise King. I'm actually very, very happy that it is so affordable now compared to what its price used to be. I think the holo is still holding value, but much easier for people who just want to pick it up and go for a budget build for the deck for sure. Very simple. You can ritual summon this card with End of the World, and you can pay 2,000 life points to destroy all other cards on the field. So I guess I just messed up the 1,000 life point cost. It's 2,000 for both, but still very much worth it. We don't really use life points for anything else in the deck, and if you have to use it more than 4 times, most of the time that kill kind of missed your shot otherwise, but still very much needed for the life point cost that you can go up for against your opponent. But definitely does come in handy for sure. And I also run 1 Ruin Queen of Oblivion, just running 1 of the original. You don't have to run this card if you wish. I just like it for the options available to it. You can ritual summon it with End of the World, and this attacking card destroys the opponent's monster by battle. You can activate this effect. It can make a second attack in a row. Now, the original Queen is not as good as the new one, in my opinion, but still lesser ritual cost most of the time when it comes to make her. And I just like to have that option available when it pops up, just to have more rituals also available to you to go for. It can come in handy. That's it for the ritual monsters. For the added support, I run 3 Senju of the 1,000 Hands. When it's normal summon or flipped, you can add 1 ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So just that additional search definitely does come in handy. And then being able to use Senju or Manju or Sonic Bird, we'd run all 3 in the deck just to help with some of the extra deck plays. Definitely does come in handy. As for Manju, I know Manju's a little more difficult to come by even myself. I only was able to find 1 of mine. I know I have some more somewhere. I just don't remember where I put them, but Manju searches out ritual monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, so depending on what you need in that situation, he's definitely much more helpful than Senju. But if you don't have the exact total numbers of Manju and Senju, you can add Breaking of the World to the deck. Once per turn, you can target 1 ritual monster you control, show 1 ritual, I said witchual, sorry, these aren't witches, they're rituals. You control, show 1 ritual monster in your hand until the end of this turn. The level of the shown ritual monster becomes the targeted monster's level until the end of the turn, even if this card leaves the field. Monsters levels until the end of this turn. And if Ruin Queen or Demise King is ritual summoned to your field, you can activate one of these effects. You can draw 1 card or destroy 1 card on the field. Now, some people actually do prefer to use the ritual field spell in the deck, but if you wanted to, you can also take out the normal version of the Ruin Queen and add and mix your numbers around with whatever cards you don't have, whether it be Manju, Senju, or Sonic Bird, and then just kind of counteract them with Breaking of the World, and you can even add in Terraforming to help out as well, just for that additional search. It's the best thing I've come up with when dealing with unorganized numbers of cards maybe you don't have, since I feel like the 1,000 Hands and Sonic Bird might be the most difficult thing for people to pick up for this deck. And lastly, for the trio, I run 3 Sonic Bird. In this one, when it's normal or flip summon, you can select 1 ritual spell card from your deck and add to your hand. So searching out whatever you need situation-wise. Sorry, I apologize about that. Just so many sound words together can't make. But like I said, ritual spell search is very easily done with Sonic Bird. So another definite 3 of. But like I said, you can mix around what you want for the deck depending on what you have with the field spells and terraformings for more added search. And then I also add the incantation lineup. So 3 Talismandra. This is the one where you can reveal 1 ritual monster in your hand to special summon both this card from your hand and 1 incantation monster from your deck. So you'll get out Cam Doll. And then you just can't use the extra deck when you use these cards, but most of the time you're going to be going for your ritual play anyway. And I also run 3 Cam Doll. Same effect, but this one you reveal the ritual spell. But both definitely do come in handy since the Demise and Ruin, Queen and King, both have very high cost for the ritual. So definitely needed. I'm also very excited when we get the rest of the incantations in Soul Fusion. They'll be able to help with the deck for sure for a lot of your plays. And lastly, I also run 2 Envoy at the beginning because the contrast between lights and darks in the deck is pretty 50-50. So you should have enough of the cost in your graveyard to get out BLS quite easily. And even when you're restricted on, like, let's say your extra deck because of Candle or Talismandra, you can still go into this card very easily and be a very big powerhouse against your opponent. And that's it for the monsters. We'll move on to the spells. I run 3 Cycle of the World. This is the ritual spell you use to get out Ruin Queen of Oblivion or Demise King of Armageddon. You must also tribute monsters from your field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of ritual monsters you ritual summon. And during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck and add 1 End of the World from your deck to your hand. Then you can add 1 Ruin Queen or Demise King from your graveyard to your hand. So it's very powerful recycling usage to get End of the World to your hand, just to continue on the ritual summons. So that's the biggest point of this card. So definite 3 of in the deck. Same with 3 End of the World, just so you can easily grab your ritual plays. They work well with the incantations when you open them up. Easy search, and just overall the fact that they can work with any of your ritual monsters, very, very helpful. This one gets out, like I said, Ruin Queen and Demise King, and then just tribute the exact level with this card. So just remember that when going for this, but quite easy with your different level assortment that you run with the deck for your ritual plays. And I also run 3 Turning of the World. With this card's used to ritual summon Ruin Queen or Demise King Armageddon from your hand or deck. You must also tribute ritual monsters from your hand whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monsters you ritual summon. You can activate 1 Turning of the World per turn. It's a quick play spell card, very interesting enough that it searches from the deck sometimes to ritual summon. You have to use from your hand, remember that, but still worth it for sure because it searches it out from the deck. So you don't have to open up the ritual monster you go for. And lastly, for the main deck, I run probably the most powerful spell card aside from the ritual ones in the deck, 3 Pre-Preparation of Rites. It searches out the ritual spell, and then you can add 1 ritual monster from your deck to your hand whose name is listed on that ritual spell. So the add to search definitely does come in handy. It's a once per turn, but still definitely needed at 3 for just each turn you can go for that powerful search. And then moving on to the extra deck, I run 2 Gustav Max. Now, rank 10s are quite easy to make in this deck, so being able to burn down your opponent with Gustav definitely does come in handy. And same goes for Sky Palace Gongor die when you need to make it for the pop and burn. And also 1 number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Super Dogra. This one is in the deck because you can make number 27 with your level 4 monsters, so when you can do that. And then go into this one, it's quite a powerful play for sure. For the rank 8s, if you have a Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon or any of the other rank 8s like Felgran, you can swap them in for number 23 and Heretic Sun. These are just the 2 that I have that you can run for your rank 8 plays when you can do it. And then for the rank 4s, like I said, number 27, Dreadnoid, definitely powerful, especially when you use number 81 with it. And also 1 Castel, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, and 1 Baguska for the rank 4s. With Senju, Sonic Bird, and Manju, you just, when you're not using them for rituals, the exceeds definitely do come in handy. And then for the Link monsters, I run 1 Underclock Taker, just once again, easy usage with your effect monsters. 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice, and 1 Decode Talker, and 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon for the Link lineup. Now, if you have the Nightmare Engine and you would prefer to run that, you can obviously take out the Wee Witch and the Decode Talker and put in the Unicorn and the Griffin if you have them. As for the rank 4 Link 4, sorry if I said ranks about them. As for the Link 4 Topologic, if you don't want to go into some of the big links, you can always put in or keep some of the other links that I have in the deck and then just add in the Nightmare cards to the engine. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy. It's definitely a very budget version of the deck, but very affordable to most. Like I said, especially if they go for the mix and match I told you about with the Manjus and Senjus and Sonic Birds. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Twig out.